Fresh from the showcase here at SwissWatchExpo, and I have another incredible Omega that we just got in and I cannot wait to show you about. This here is the Omega Speedmaster Planet Ocean Deep Black Edition. And for those of you familiar with it, the Deep Black was actually a ceramic version, sort of their answer, or the diving answer to the Dark Side of the Moon, which was a huge hit when it came out in 2013. And about 3 years later, they released the diving answer to that, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, check out the video we did on the Dark Side of the Moon. If it's still available, you should give us a call, although I highly doubt it is, but it's still a fun video and you should check it out all the same. This is an incredible watch here. The entire line was actually made with 4 examples. They had an example with red accents, blue accents, and all black version. And here, hands down, the most elegant of all 4, the rose gold edition. This is different from a lot of Planet Oceans. In one, the solid ceramic case is going to be the first thing that you notice, and definitely what they hype up. It's very sleek. At 45 millimeters, it's a large watch no matter how you cut it, but the ceramic material, if you didn't know, is actually a good bit less dense than stainless steel, so it wears a lot lighter and it feels pretty light in your hands. Not quite as much as a titanium watch would, but it's definitely surprisingly light for someone who might have worn one of the larger stainless steel versions of the Planet Ocean a time or two. One thing that's noticeably absent from this, which I kind of like, and I'm sure a lot of you who may not care much for the Planet Ocean do, is there are no orange accents on this watch at all. Those have all been replaced with Omega's Sedna gold, which is what they call their sort of red gold alloy. And that's something that is off-putting for a lot of people. A luxury watch doesn't really, people don't expect that much orange in them. So some people a little averse to the Planet Ocean line for that reason. This is one of the few examples that don't have any of those colors present. So it might really catch your eye and be something you might not ordinarily wear. As for the watch itself, this is a GMT diving watch, so it does display a secondary time zone, and the way that this contributes to the dial layout I find fascinating. The dial itself has a beautiful high gloss black color, which I think is much more striking and definitely a lot more elegant looking than the more matted finishes you might be familiar with from the Seamaster or Planet Ocean line in general. The 24-hour calendar is actually very small text that is embossed onto the rehaut of this watch, which I think is very subtle, and it definitely doesn't take away from the fact that this is a diving watch. The bezel does have your standard diving bezel, which the bezel, in fact, is a solid piece of ceramic insert. So the only part of the case that isn't made from the singular block of ceramic that they carved the lugs and the rest of the case out of. The rose gold accents I think are great. You get them on the outside of these luminous markers and of course on the crown, and it wouldn't be an Omega diving watch without the helium escape valve. You'll never use it, I guarantee, but the fact that they made this in rose gold too adds another touch of elegance while still definitely reminding you that this is a tool watch. So it's absolutely beautiful layout, the bezel, the dial, the case, everything plays together so wonderfully. Bringing us next to the strap. This is, while it looks like a beautiful leather strap, because it would match with the elegant rose gold color of this. This is actually a rubber strap, so it's incredibly comfortable and definitely appropriate for diving. This is definitely a tool watch. They did not just dress this up to be a big diving watch to wear formally. This is meant to go under the water, and the strap reflects that. It has this beautiful ceramic buckle here, which I think is incredibly comfortable, and if you can see well, the pattern that they use on the inside of this rubber makes this an incredibly comfortable and wearable watch. If you like a larger watch, this is something that can really go everywhere. This dresses up pretty nice with its red gold and the leather-like pattern embossed on the other side of this rubber strap. And of course, you just get a great watch. If you're looking for something a little larger, you're looking to add a more elegant touch to your dive watch collection, or if this is perhaps the first Planet Ocean you've ever seen that you simply have to own, give us a call, ask us about it, and of course, as always, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get more of these great videos. We look forward to hearing from you, and check them all out at SwissWatchExpo.com.